All right, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Apple trade with the options here, the Apple idea. Um, this is Power Trigger Trade Sandro on StockTwits. So let's get back to the charts, the Apple trade. All right, Apple is set up to test 115 to 117 area as a bottom reversal play. The January 20th 110 calls or 115 calls could be used. Apple needs to break above 110.25 on some good action volume. Good action volume is 4 million on a 10-minute chart. If the volume is less than that, and watch the space above 110.25 and look for power towards 110.75 to 111. Now, I'm going to explain more in depth here. I see a lot of good reasons for Apple to want to go and try to attempt to test these 115 to maybe even higher, even more than what I said, the 118 area. Unfortunately, we need to see the action towards those numbers first. However, the downside of what I'm looking at, the downside is very minimal here towards the odds that it favors to go higher based on a lot of things I'm looking at. That's why I'm making this specific update. There's a lot of negativity too regarding Apple, but it looks like they want to push this stock higher. I'm going to be making I want to make an announcement that I'm going to be making a special update on Apple. If I think it is a good buy based on what I'm seeing, look out for it by following my stream. So people, follow me on Power Trigger Trade. So here I am, Power Trigger Trade Sandro. There are better setups out there, but regardless, I think there's something. I think the odds do favor that Apple wants to go and test this 115 to 117 area. How we do that will give us more of a clue, but you want to be ready and you want to take action. And I'm going to be making some special updates for Apple for this play to demonstrate my visionary line system. So this is what I'm going to be doing. That's my my promise here. So let's go take a look at the options, people. Let's go to the options here, and let's talk about the options here. So here I am at the Yahoo Finance. We're going to look at the options for Apple. The January 20th call, and I said the 110. So the 110 calls are trading for, and you look at the amount of volume in here. There's a lot of action in here. Even the 120 calls. I mean, now if someone wanted to buy options in either in the 110, 115, 120, you're going to make money. You're going to make money. If Apple was attempt to hit 115, these options would go up a lot. So in this video, we're going to have this. If everything fruitions, we can look at these option prices as a baseline. So you see, you have the 110 calls at 289 to 292. That means for every option you own, you're owning 100 shares of Apple. Well, you're controlling, not owning, but you're controlling 100 shares of Apple for about $300. At the 115 calls, you're controlling 100 shares for about $100, and then the 120 for about $30, right? These two could be used, the 115 to 120 calls, because even if we were to go and attempt to break the 115 area, these would probably make 200% gains, the 115 calls January for time, based on the time, right? Okay, and you can hold fluctuations, but you can see there's a lot of options being traded at the 120, the 115, and the 110. That's fact one. All right, people. But the fact of the matter is, it's the pressure to the downside. So here we are. We're back at the Apple chart. Apple is not the best setup, but I see good reason based on statistical facts that I'm looking at now. Finally, it's been a while. I want to mention that the last the last trade that was really hot was this here, this area right here, back in September, and this stock on this move here. Well, we got in on this day here, and this stock made 300% gains on this rocketing move. I posted a plan, an Apple plan. Give me 1 second here. Actually, what I've done is opened up this September the 12th. This is exactly what I posted inside of Power Plan Trades at the time. But this was the last great trade in Apple that really did really well here with the October 19 110 calls. And this is what made 300% because look at the price here. It was 105. This is the day before, right? This is the 12th, right? So if we go back to the charts and we see that we're going to have that gap update, we're going to take a look. But I want you to see this here. Let's just see what I said here. I said that Apple in my last update failed to break below 102.25 and instead reversed pre-market is a positive. So what happened is there was a strong pre-market action. I said Apple needs to break above 107.25 is a good entry point, as well being able to crack that. That this however be also be able to crack above 109 and trading above that will also be a strong signal. So what I was trying to say is that Apple had to show a lot of power, and we did hit the 115 target. Okay, which created these 110 calls basically were in already. We were in before the money, so we were in already in the one. I mean, let's go back to the charts here. But what I'm saying is that these 110 calls made 300% gains in about 3 days, right? So this was the plan here on September the 12th. You can see that we hit one of these targets right over here. That's why you want to listen to me. I do make great plans, but the stocks have to fruition, have to act a certain way. You have to learn in market that if things don't materialize, you have to abandon ship, take small profits, and move on. At the same time, when things are doing really well, you want to hold properly so you can get the big gains. And this is what Power Trigger Trade is all about. All right, so now back to December 02 charts, the ones I'm showing here. So you can see I was talking about this day over here. That was September the 12th. We gapped up, we filled. You can check this on your charts. But in 3 days, those 110 calls, okay, in 3 days, those 110 calls made 300% gains, okay. Those October calls, they were October 19 calls for September. They were about 1 month out, but they were inexpensive, by the way. Can we make these kind of gains as easily? No. It's very unlikely. I'd have to see more information, but there is something now happening. But we need to look for the confirmation. I'm going to make, like I said, a special update for Apple. So there you have it, people. A great update for Apple on how to trade the options, and we have to. You can look at using the 110, 115 to 120 calls. If Apple does attempt to go towards that 115 to 117 area, those options will do very well. It doesn't matter which ones you buy. And so the percent gains could be between 100 to 150 to 200% gains depending on the options you choose. And I would make special updates on this, as I think this is a good chance that Apple does do pretty well. At the same time, the worst outcome I can see if Apple does confirm my plan, I make the outcome, is that we can make small profits. Okay, so small profits to large gains is what I see in Apple. This is a special update from Power Trigger Trade Sandro. If you like my kind of plans, I have a lot of great plans. You should subscribe to my channel, Power Target Trades. So here I am at Power Target Trades on my new YouTube channel. You're going to see a button. It's going to be like a circle button that's going to be placed around here towards the end of the video. Just click that button to subscribe. If you happen to have a problem subscribing, or you're not sure how to do it, you can always just go and visit Power Target Trades. You can press pause and check out a lot of my other plans. I make plans, people, for other stocks, great option plans. We've been making a lot of great money. FedEx was a huge winner, 300% winner that I posted last month. It's still paying. UNH was a trade that I did an update on Power Trigger Trade. Check that out on my stream, Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits. You can check out that UNH. Give me 1 second here. You know, UNH was a triggered trade that worked out very well right out of the gate. Let me click this here, people. Oh, this is blowing up too large. I can't seem to open that chart up right now the way I'm filming this, the way I'm recording this. But if you go to this November 28th, click on it, see that plan. This was posted based on the action of what I was seeing in UNH. I reaffirmed that it was a buy in the 156 to 157 area. You can go check it out. Power Trigger Trade Sandro. I put a lot of great trades out, people, with great plans. Not everything works, but most of the stuff does. So again, follow me on. Subscribe to my channel, Power Target Trade. Make sure you follow me on Power Trigger Trade on StockTwits or on Twitter. And look out for some great stuff from me. And don't forget to subscribe. Look for the subscribe button. There you have, people. Thanks for listening. Like the video.